Lunch. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Delicious, celebratory, but is it quick? The Cobb salad. Tender oven roasted chicken, topped with cheese. Prepared, plated, and served in 6 minutes? Is this for real? Well, of course. Well done, Wanda. Sweet Pepper's Deli. Yes, ma'am. Life is sweet.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Well, hey, good morning, and welcome into Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. Thanks as always for tuning in with us, for joining us every and each weekday morning. Happy Friday out there to you. We have made it to Friday. We got a lot to talk about today and going into your weekend. So here's a few things that you need to know. Number one is we're seeing a slight rain chance today. So if you have any plans, especially for the back half of your day, we might be seeing a few downpours out there around your area. Number two is storms for Saturday. Continuing to increase that rain chance out there for your Saturday. Storm chances continuing to increase as well. We saw the Storm Prediction Center increase our risk overnight. So we're going to be talking about details on that as well. And then last, that active pattern that we see that takes place over the weekend, it's going to be continuing as we head into your work week as well, your upcoming work week. So the rain not out of here even past this weekend. Here's a look, though, this morning on our Mom Justice Doppler radar, not tracking anything. So you're good to go out the door. You're good to go for that morning commute, right? From the Mississippi River all the way into the Alabama state line. Good to go out the door this morning. So no rain as of Friday at 6:31. Now, taking a big picture view of what's ongoing across the United States right now in our Mississippi Live satellite and radar, low pressure system off into the plains all along an intended cold front as well. This front is going to be moving into our area tomorrow. And that's what's going to cause the possibility of a few storms out there that could be on the stronger side. But again, right now and today, it's over in the plains, not going to be impacting us, at least for your Friday. Here's a look outside. Nice start to the day. Again, out there in Alcorn County. This is the southern section of Alcorn County. Temperatures in the upper 50s out there. Really nice start to the day. A little bit cooler as well. A lot of us in the 50s. A lot of sunshine to start off your day. Some blue skies over in Alcorn County. Here's a look over in Winona. A little bit more cloud cover the further south that you go, but still a nice start to the day overall. Temperatures, some of us in the 50s, a lot of us still in the 60s out there this morning. And our coolest spot on the map coming up in that camera I just showed you up in Alcorn County. Everybody else in the 60s for the most part. 60 New Albany, 63 over in Lafayette County, 61 Senatobia, 61 Bruce, 63 in Starkville, 64 down in Macon. So majority of us, still starting off in the 60s out there this morning. For your first 12 hours ahead, you can expect temperatures to continue to climb. It's another warm day out there. Even with a little bit better rain chance, we're still seeing temperatures warming up in the 70s by 10, upper 70s still the story today. Yesterday in Tupelo, we topped off at 80 degrees. I think we'll be near that today as well. So temperatures near the same as yesterday. About a 20% chance of rain as we head into your afternoon hours. We'll drop it to a 10 as we head into your evening and overnight hours. Here's a look at futurecasts as we go day by day through the weekend into your Friday afternoon. Here's a few of those again. Pop-up heavy downpours, isolated at best, happening afternoon and then lingering into your dinner time hours. As we head overnight, those clear out and we're going to be watching out to our west. This cold front really making it close to us as we head into Saturday morning. But look at this. This is Saturday at 8 a.m. We're still dry across the board. So waking up on Saturday, probably not going to be seeing much rain out there. Going noon and on, that's when things start to get interesting. That front's going to be really making its way, pushing in as we head noon and on. A lot of our afternoon and early evening hours going to be a wet go of things. And again, a few of those could be on the stronger side. As we head into your Sunday, that front finally passing a majority through our area, but still could see a few showers out there, especially if you're in areas south of 82 out there on your Sunday afternoon as well. As I said, for Saturday, this does have a severe component to it. We were under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk risk out there for your Saturday. The Storm Prediction Center has now extended this level 2 out of 5 that was down to our south and west up into the Mississippi Delta, including a good portion of western Mississippi and a good portion of our area as well. This reaches up into northwest Mississippi. So yes, a few of these could be on the stronger side of things. Coming up next, we'll talk about the latest timing. We'll go more hour by hour through your Saturday of when you can expect those strongest storms in and out of your area. Of course, we'll also talk about the latest impacts. If a storm was to become strong to severe, what can you expect with it? All of those details coming up right after this.
At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
Alert! It's a flash sale for 1 week only at Room to Room in 6 p.m. Saturday. Prices slash store-wide, insert coupons, BOGO accessories, King for a Queen mattress deals, and special financing. These deals will be gone in a flash. Room to Room Tupelo.
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that I would never be able to get over it and that my kids wouldn't have a father. I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. For the longest time, fear held me back from ultimately being who I wanted to. I had to become a better man to be a better father. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, good morning to you and welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Happy Friday out there to you. The time now is 6:36 out here on your Friday morning. Take a live look outside over in Panola County. This is northwest Mississippi, Batesville. A look over there. Lots of clouds to start off over in Batesville. We're seeing a good mix of sun and clouds depending on where you are across the area this morning. All of us starting off dry. Temperatures in the low 60s over there in Batesville. So it's definitely a warm start to your day ahead. Take a look at this one over in Tupelo. We are seeing, again, a cloudier start in Lee County as well. Temperatures much the same in the low 60s over in Tupelo. And again, this camera is sponsored by Mitchell Cunningham Bowling. Appreciate it. We're going to be heavily using this camera network that also is lended to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chasers as we go into severe weather season, as we go into our day tomorrow. Helpful to see some ground truth out there consistently across our area. As your school bus forecast goes on, sponsored by IMPC, drop-off temperatures this morning in the upper 50s, in the low 60s as well, depending on when you headed out. Pick up, we're going to be back in the upper 70s, near 80 degrees. So another warm afternoon out there, about a 30 to 20% chance across the area as you're picking those kiddos up. So yeah, an isolated downpour or two, not out of the question. But if you're not getting in under one of those, you are still seeing a very warm Friday ahead. We're looking at temperatures out there for your Friday across the board, mainly in the low 80s, 80 in Tupelo, 80 New Albany, 81 Houston, 83 Eupora, 82 down in Starkville, 84 down in Tala County and Kosciuszko, 86 over in Belzona, 85 in Greenwood. So definitely a warm go of things out there for your Friday afternoon. This is below our record. Our record is 85 in Tupelo, set back in 2022. So we'll be about 5 degrees shy of that today, but definitely still warm, definitely above average as well. Hey, our high school game of the week does happen this evening, presented by KC Lott. Our game of the week, our first baseball game of the week, is Houston versus New Albany over at Houston. It's happening at 6:30. We're going to be keeping a close eye on this game and the weather conditions during it, because we are seeing, again, a 20% chance about that first pitch. So could see a few showers close to the area as that game begins. Lesser as we head throughout that game. Honestly, a nice evening if you do get past the rainfall, with temperatures falling through the 70s. Severe weather risk for today stays out of our area off west in places like Kansas City, down just to the east of Oklahoma City as well. So again, that risk stays out of the area today. We're not expecting any storms to become severe. However, different story into your Saturday. Like I said before, that risk area shifts to the east, and it includes a good portion of our area, especially that level 2 out of 5. This now stretches, again, including folks over in the Mississippi Delta into northwest Mississippi. This includes Tate County, stretches into Lafayette County, and just shy of places like Tupelo and Starkville, but still northeast Mississippi in that level, 1 out of 5. But what you need to know from this, no matter which area you're in, is that severe weather chance has increased slightly from yesterday to today, with that level 2 sliding further off to the east and including portions of the Magnolia State. Let's take it hour by hour. When can you expect these storms to roll in? Let me show you Friday first. Today through noon, looking dry. Noon and on, maybe a few isolated downpours. Again, nothing looking to be severe, but could see a few heavy downpours between noon into 6, 7, 8 o'clock as well. You can see a few heavy downpours still sticking around 6 p.m. around your dinner time hours. But overall coverage remains pretty slim, right? Not everybody getting in on that spot downpour today. As for Saturday, everybody getting in on that rainfall. I'm talking northwest Mississippi, northeast Mississippi, the Delta, wherever you are, you're going to be getting rain on Saturday. Let's talk about when you're going to be getting it. This is Saturday at 9 a.m. I think storms are starting to cross over the Mississippi River, especially northwest Mississippi. So 9, 10 a.m., places like Tunica, Tate, DeSoto County, getting in on that rainfall in the mid-morning more than the rest of us. You can see the rest of northeast Mississippi dry right now, right? Dry on Saturday morning. So this continues to roll in as we head through noon and on. Noon and on is when things are really going to start to pick up here. So we're going to be watching these storms rolling in from places like Clarksdale, touching Lafayette County, New Albany, Boonville, Corin, starting to get in on some very heavy precip. And we're going to be watching for things like these Boeing segments for some wind potential out of some of these storms as well. This continues to roll in into your afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock for places like Amory, Houston, Eupora, Kosciuszko, Louisville, Golden Triangle region, starting to see this into your afternoon. So a little bit later, the further south and east that you are, more of that afternoon time frame as this begins to roll in. And again, it's that line that's at the very front that we're going to be keeping our eyes on. After that line is done with you, places like Senatobia, Oxford, New Albany, into the afternoon and evening hours, severe weather threat diminishes. And again, it pushes into northeast Mississippi into the afternoon and evening. I think as we head around dinner time, we're still watching for a few of these to be on the stronger side, definitely in places like Atala County over into Winston, Noxubee County. But dinner time and on, this is going to be waning. This threat is going to be continuing to push out of our area. So 6, 7, 8 o'clock, we're starting to see that move off to the south and east, and we are just left overnight going into your Sunday morning with plain rainfall. No severe threat as we head overnight and then to start off your Sunday, even though things might still be wet out there for your Sunday morning plans. Here's a look at how much rain we are looking to see from the system. Depending on where you are, over in the Delta, could see up to 3 inches or so. So 2.5 to 3 inches from Greenville, Belzona, Greenwood, Cleveland, Grenada, Kosciuszko, really over in the Delta, again, in our furthest south and western portion of the area that we cover, could pick up 3 inches or so. That makes flooding a concern. So I just encourage you, if you are in this area and heavy rainfalls falling, avoid those local roadways you know are easily flooded. Avoid them on Sunday as well. Everybody else, anywhere between 2 to 1.5 inches for the most part as you go further into northeast Mississippi. Again, our main threat we're going to be watching for those storms as they roll through is that wind potential from any storms that kind of tries to bow out of the line. Tornado threat, not zero. Hail threat, not zero, but they're much lower than the overall wind and maybe excessive rain threat that we're going to be watching for. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the 80s today, 70s Saturday into Sunday due to that rain rolling in, low 70s on Sunday. We're right back into the upper 70s near 80 next week. And like I said, things stay active. Rain chances stay in here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we're still looking at rain in the forecast and really keeping our eye on the middle of our next work week. So Wednesday, the day we're going to be watching after this weekend rolls in. So after we're done with tomorrow and those storms are out of our hair, our attention is going to be turning to Wednesday for our next potential for a few storms, again, to possibly be on the strong to severe side of things. So that's a full look again at your 7-day forecast. Thanks as always for tuning in with us here on Mississippi Live Weather. We are going to be live a few more times this morning. I encourage you to keep checking in. We'll continue to break down what you can expect for this weekend. Coming up at 7 and 7:30, make sure to tune in at 7. We'll go over our severe threat confidence levels coming up in the next 15 minutes. I'll see you guys at 7.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.